Hello there YouTubers, it's Chris aka UKRifter, and tonight to follow on with my driving theme, I've done many reviews of this before, but I'm going to take another look at Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is a funny old title, I have to say, and I've said this many times. In fact, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm just going to go straight in there and I'll show you what I mean. But it's brilliant. TLDW, it's great. Here we go. You probably can't hear me because I just realised I haven't got my headset on. 1 second. I'm so professional. Okay, I'm definitely recording. My monitor's quite a long way away, so I have to check these things before I start fiddling around. Okay, I have my mouse. My mouse is in the game. That's a good sign. And now I'm going to put my headset on so you can hear what I'm talking about. Ah, hello. Okay, so again, I'm using my my headset mic because it will give a more consistent delivery of my voice without being too overloading and intrusive. And we're going to go for a little drive in our giant truck. So let's go to the job market first of all. What I was going to say about this game initially there is, by all accounts, it shouldn't be fun, because really it's just like having a job. I mean, my wife says to me, why don't I actually just get a real job as a trucker, and at least then I could play the game and earn money. I mean, it's an almost real-time driving of truck and delivering stuff from point A to point B, but somehow it's just the most fun ever. Okay, so I'm going to start in, can I start there? I don't know where I can go. I think if I start there, then I have to drive there, so I'm not actually sure where my truck is. Where did I leave my truck? That would be a good start. Tell you what, let's go back. I'm just going to click drive, and it'll just drop me in the truck, so I can actually just talk about that. Okay, it says current job, free as the wind. Okay, so oh god, I love that feeling. Okay, so I've got so many keys mapped to do so many different things. I cannot for the life of me remember any of them. I'd love to know, for instance, now how to start my car. Oh, found the horn. Oh, there you go. Hold on. Now, how do I turn the lights on? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. I'm getting it. What's that? Oh, windscreen wipers. Found the windscreen wipers. That's good. Now, people were saying that since an update, it's a lot smoother. And I've got to say, it's mind-bogglingly smoother. I can't speak. It is very good. It did suffer from some lag and some judder. Why am I not moving forward? But you know, you kind of put up with it because it was such a fun game. Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Why am I rolling back? Oh, handbrake's not on. Let's drive into my little house here. Alright. Okay, good. I'm just trying to remember all the keys, so forgive me if I'm a bit of a quiet one at the moment. Okay, I've just remembered the key I have to press to get it into the right gear set. Excellent. I think I know pretty much everything I need to know. There's my lights. There's my windscreen wiper. There's my handbrake. Great. I don't need to know anything else now. Okay, so I am going to get my mouse. And yeah, I'm very impressed with how smooth this is. This is excellent. Okay, so I'm pressing the escape key using my psychic powers. And I believe I'm in the Netherlands. Am I going to have to look again? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, okay, let's try do a job market. And we'll try and do a quick job. Now, what's available? I really don't know where I am, so let's see. We've got Amsterdam to Aberdeen. Oh, that's new. I haven't done that before. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm not going to faff around too much. Amsterdam to Aberdeen. So here I am. It's a quick job, so I've been teleported directly to the location. And if I look over my shoulder, I can see I'm basically connected. The mirrors move around in a much more natural way. Still two-dimensional, but much more realistic feeling because they move around, which is a really nice touch. I don't remember it doing that before. I think that's new. Okay, so whack it into first gear. I cannot tell you how enjoyable this game is. Well, I can, and I repeatedly will. And it's something incredibly, what's the word, romantic about, turning on your windscreen wipers. No, hold on, there we go. Driving at night. There's something really nice about it. Which way am I going? Oh, left. And I say driving at night and not sitting in my office playing a computer game, because as far as my brain's concerned, I am sitting in a massive truck driving along through Amsterdam at night. It's utterly believable to me. The gears take a bit of getting used to, but once you've got it, even that is satisfying. I'm not going to go through the red light because this is basically reality. In reality, I wouldn't do it. So I'm stopping. Crazy, huh? You end up doing this, you think, why am I doing that? Because if I drive straight through it, I'm going to get a €50 fine. They're robbing Dutch government. Don't get me started. I've paid more parking and speeding fines to the Dutch government over the years. 3 in total, in case you're wondering. 3! I should just drive through this red light as a protest. I've had more fines from the Dutch government than I have from... Well, I've had none in England, so there you go. I'm a good driver. So I knew it was a green light then because I saw the reflected light in my cab, which is again is a lovely effect. The lighting, and when you go past the street lights, the way the shadows come in and the cab illuminates through the sunroof and things, just really great. Scale. I haven't talked about scale. Scale with this is just couldn't be more accurate. And I don't know if it's like, your mileage may vary type situation where, I've got to switch into 7th now, was a bit of a challenge. Your mileage may vary if you have freakishly wide eyes or freakishly narrow eyes. All your IPD settings not right. I mean, by all accounts, my eyes are freakishly wide compared to the norm. But this, to me, is just very realistic. That seems a long way away. That seems about as close as a steering wheel should be. That kind of thing. Scale, perfect. My fellow road users. Okay, so I'm looking at my GPS. I actually prefer using trucks with cabs that have the GPS built into the dashboard. This is a little bit annoying. In fact, you can disable it and go with the kind of LCD GPS that's down there. But often you get ones that have like a nice... Oh, concentrate. Took that a bit hard. Sometimes you have the screens, the nice kind of screen like this mounted in the cab itself, and it's whoa! Seriously? Jeez, that was my fault, but that really made me jump. Sometimes, as I was saying, so the GPS is sometimes mounted in the cab itself, and that feels much more realistic. The fact I've got a kind of 3D floating hologram in front of me kind of throws me out the immersion a little bit. Sorry for the upward inflection there. Throws me out of the immersion a little bit. And sometimes I just prefer to have it off and just work with whatever I've got in front of me. Maybe even read signposts. Imagine that. Nah, wouldn't do that. Anyway, so you can tell the time now in virtual reality land is 4:32 AM, and I'm about to miss my turning. Check my mirrors. Mirror signal maneuver. It's 4:32 AM in virtual reality land. 4:33, and the moon is over there on the horizon. It's just starting to brighten up. You've got the dawn coming over there, and it just feels I don't know, you get that sense of driving in the very early morning. I feel it in myself. I feel like this is early in the morning. I'm up too early. I haven't had my first coffee of the day yet. It has that sense because the lighting is very realistic and I don't know, just truly immersive. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm supposed to be going in here. Oh, sorry. Is that a hearse? Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. Crumbs. I've completely confused myself now. Crumbs. Okay, first gear, here we go. I don't want to clip this very tight entrance, madam. Okay, I've done it. So this is obviously the ferry port. We've got a dotted line going off into the distance there. So I've just got to go over here and park on this spot. There we go. Donk! View possible destinations. Now it would help at this point if I remembered where I was going. Luckily, there is only one option. And I'm going to embark there. Chink chink. I just had to pay for that with money from my own company. What am I doing? Oh yeah, okay. One little problem with this game is as you drive away, if you come to a junction immediately, sometimes your GPS hasn't turned on. You have to kind of guess left or right and sometimes get it wrong. But this time it hasn't done that. So I am in Bonnie, Scotland. Here I am. I can almost smell the deep fried Mars bars and other racial stereotypes. Okay, off we go. Sorry for the racial stereotype there, everybody from Scotland. I am UKRifter after all, not Englandrifter. I'm representative of the whole UK. My family are from both England, Scotland, Wales, Cornwall, Ireland, you name it, we're from there. Yeah! Ooh! That's right. That's right, because I'm in England now. Or Scotland. I'm in Scotland. And in Scotland, you drive the other way around a roundabout. Silly me. Sorry. Sorry about that. Got completely confused then. Really got to concentrate on which way I'm driving. I was driving on the wrong side of the road all the way down there. I genuinely feel bad. I could have killed those virtual people. Oh, come on! £440 for going for a speeding sign, a speed camera. Unbelievable. I've just remembered where the indicators are. Ooh, crumbs. I'll clip that one. Okay. Okay, so I haven't actually... Oh, indicator off. Haven't been here before. It's quite different. It's nice. There's a truck, a digger truck. There's a nice Vauxhall car, saloon car going by. The cars in this are I don't know if they're like officially licensed, but they are all kind of cars you see on the road. Let's see what this one is. Again, I think it's another Vauxhall or Opel. Okay, we're bombing along now. I've got a right-hand turn coming up. I've got to concentrate. Don't want to do this wrong yet again. Okay, I can't really go wrong here. It's easy. Oh, look at this. I'm going over a bridge. Hello. Who am I saying hello to? I don't know. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I'm just going to merge with traffic. I'll indicate, because, you know, that's the right thing to do. It's polite to other road users. Not enough people indicate on merging. You see, you get a review of virtual reality and some handy road tips. Wow, look at that, up there. Why am I pointing? Up there. A plane. That's so cool. Again, adds to the immersion. You've got things going on around you. The sense that you're part of a living, working environment is just really great. Alright, so I'm merging across into a single lane. Make sure I don't cut anyone up. And when you drive sensibly in a game like this, you know, it's not Grand Theft Auto. Your mission really is to get somewhere with minimal incidents. Get the stuff you're towing. Okay, I don't need any fuel. Get the stuff you're hauling to the destination without any damage. And it's incredibly satisfying to do just that. You don't have to pick up prostitutes and kill them. You don't have to run over some old ladies. You can, well, probably not the prostitute thing, but you don't really want to, because, you know, that's not the point of the game. The game is supposed to be an enjoyable and relaxing simulator of driving a truck. Wow, look at that. They really have improved this. The textures on the water are very, very nice. Just so much better. And I know it's nothing to do with my computer. I'm using the same computer I used last time, and it's the same drivers and everything else. You know, I'm going to go for the overtake. Even though I wouldn't do this in real life on a corner, in a truck, up a hill, I'm going to go for it. Take a risk. Live dangerously. I indicate. Right, it's a 40 and I'm going too fast, so hopefully I don't go through a speed camera. And when I get to my destination, I will end this review. But for now, I'm just enjoying myself. Driving down the road, trying to loosen my load. I swore I wouldn't do that, sorry. What's also very nice about this, but I won't do it, you can turn on the radio. And the radio tunes into internet radio stations, and they have like loads listed, and what they do is they list, you can tune in effectively to real live broadcasted channels from the place you're at. So, you know, I'm driving through Scotland now, and if I turned on the radio thing, I could select a Scottish channel, listen to maybe some talk radio live, and it's just so good. It's just like listening to the radio driving a truck. Now you could argue, as I said earlier, why don't I just get a job driving a truck if I like it so much? Well, you know, it's a nice place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live here, as it were. Wow, look at this. Beautiful scenery. These truck drivers. I honestly, this game has really given me a newfound respect for truck drivers, because it's hard. Negotiating these narrow roads. You know, it's sometimes slow, laborious, can be a bit tedious. You've got, you know, sometimes dangerous things you're hauling behind you. So it's a pretty dangerous job as well. You've got idiots cutting you up. You know, it's a hard life. Anyway, it's 22:44, 10:45 at night. Whoa, sorry. It's quite dark, but we've got a full moon up, so it's I don't know why it's so light this late. I don't know if it's the full moon doing that or what, but it seems different to when I last played. When you get to night time. Wow, look at that! Look at that! That's beautiful. Seriously, breathtaking. Whoa! Oops. I'm not really concentrating on what I'm doing or where I'm going. Just breathtaking. Just come around the corner there and saw that view, and it was just like looking at that view across a river towards a bridge, and just absolutely lovely. Okay, let me just put my lights on full beam. Ah, no, not off. Oh, they were full beam. No, there you go, full beam. Hello, flash, flash. I felt bad doing that. How weird is that? So over there you've got some windmills and the full moon in the distance. It has actually gone pitch black now. This is actually how I remember it. So it's obviously a midsummer day, because it didn't get dark until quite late then. But I'm moving along. Now, what do I need to do here? Something's happening. It says go straight. Right, okay. Good to know. No one behind me. I'm heading to Edinburgh, I believe. I don't really remember. Thank goodness for GPS. And as I look out my left-hand window there, what have we got? Whoa! I think we got the Great Bear, or the Plough, if you prefer. Oh, do I need fuel? No. You get fuel by just pulling in, and it asks you a few questions, and it fills up with fuel in real time, I might add. That's the other thing I learned playing this game. I had no idea how expensive it is to run a truck. Man, they are thirsty. They take a lot of fuel. I'm not usually this bad. I'm sort of swaying all over the place because I'm sort of trying to look around at the same time as play the game. Also, I really like this feature. Leaning out of windows. I love that. Nice touch. Oh! £440 again. Seriously, that is vastly wrong. Both morally and factually. Okay, so going up to this guy. I knew he'd do that. I knew he'd pull out just as I was about to. BCP. Haha. Right, okay. So I've got to do a left here. Concentrate. It is this left, isn't it? Yeah. Indicate, very important. I have a fellow trucker ahead of me. You know what, I could even risk whacking the graphics settings up a bit on this, because I've got them quite low at the moment, because it was always so juddery. But to be honest, the graphics settings, it didn't make a lot of difference to the judder. It was some kind of fundamental problem it had. Now that judder's gone, I might just whack the settings up and see what happens. But not now. That's not very entertaining watching. Right, so we are going along, just overtaking this truck, and I've got my lights on full beam. Really sorry about that, mate. There we go. Evening to you. Don't want to cut him up. I'm just going to pull in. Oh, that's so cool. Look, there's a little car park over there. And you've got the street lights shining down on the road. That's so great. It's so atmospheric. It's, oh dear, it's eerie. You know, that sense of looking out into the darkness and seeing objects pass by, or maybe seeing a light in the distance, or a light in a woodland. That always gets me. If I'm driving along and I see a light in a woodland, just like a lone torch of someone walking along at night, that just gets me. You know, that kind of sense of eeriness of looking out over life as you drive by. And I get that in this game. That's what's staggering about it, and that's why I just love the immersion. Look at this. As I go past the street lights, my cab lights up. Just like, I don't know, like when my wife's driving the car and I'm sat in the passenger seat and I'm just dozing off on a long drive, watching the lights flicker in the cab. It's just unbelievable. I am droning on a bit now, I know, but it just gets me, this game. The detail's good as well. You know, if I look around the cab, it's really famed for the detail. You can purchase any make of truck you like. They've got literally hundreds of makes and types and iterations, and you can configure it exactly as you like. I might be cutting up that many. There's a nice Range Rover there. I say nice. Each to their own, I suppose. Anyway, as I was saying, the detail of the cabs is very, very nicely done. And it's, you know, it's the same sort of, as many of these simulators, it's that kind of almost obsessive level of detail. Everything's absolutely perfect. And that really adds to it, you know. I mean, you can only thank these people for going to the effort of creating such a realistic model. Okay, so, oh god, what's happening? Oh crap! Oh dear. Luckily, he's dealing in illegal immigrants in the back of that van, so he hasn't stopped to exchange insurance details. He's just done a hit and run, or rather I've done the hit and he's done the run, which is unusual. He's obviously very guilty of something like cigarette smuggling or slave trade or something. Excuse me, don't you want to exchange details? Excuse me, sir. Hello? Details. Yeah. No, sorry. Wrong way offence. What? Come on, seriously? That was an overtake. That was a legitimate overtake. Just looking out the window there. See the moon going over the horizon. Got the stars in the sky. Very beautiful. Often many of my accidents are just like me peering at objects as I smash merrily into a family of 4 driving in their sedan. Okay, here we go. Actually, the GPS down here actually gives me a rough estimate of when I'm going to arrive. So I'm going to arrive at 2:30 AM. Now earlier I said it's in real time. It's not really in real time. If you look at the clock there, it says Thursday 0:40. Yeah, watch 0:41. So I mean, a minute is about 10 seconds. Probably less actually, 5-10 seconds. So it says Thursday 2:35 AM. I'll actually be there in probably about 10 minutes time. But what's nice is they've kind of shortened the routes. Obviously they've kept in a lot of the detail of the junctions, and when you go into the cities they've kept in a lot of the detail of the layout and the junctions in the cities, but they've kind of removed some of the longer stretches of road. So you kind of still feel like you're doing the long journey, but you're obviously not. They're cutting out like hours of journey time. It's very, very clever. It's a clever effect because you kind of finish the game and feel like you've driven a long way, but of course you haven't. I don't think there's an option to have it in real time. That would be tragically terrible if people did that. Oh god, that was stupid. Oh, I'm being very reckless now. I'm being reckless because I just want to get there. But he was going very slowly. Now I'm going up some really steep inclines now. Luckily I'm not hauling anything terribly heavy, and I've got quite a powerful truck. Sometimes you have terrible trucks that can barely pull the load. And you're going up hills and you're changing down into 3rd gear and out of like 12, whatever it is, 14. No, 12. And yeah, but this has got a bit of oomph to it. I'm going around these bends. There's no sense of sickness in this game as well. Like some of these driving sims, you do get a little bit of sickness because you're so well rooted in a cab, you know, in an actual cockpit area. That really helps with the sickness. You know, and you know, if I was floating in space and driving along, I'd be feeling quite queasy now. But your eyes lock on things like this steering wheel. I can focus to the near, and I can focus to the far, and that ability for me to move my eyes around and fix on a close object and a moving object, it allows me to sort of calibrate myself, and it stops me getting sick. And I guess that's, you know, it's true what they say about car sickness, right? If you're looking down all the time, or sort of not looking in direction of travel, you're going to get ill, and that's true in this game as well. Oh, is that a Jaguar XK? XJ? Don't know. It's a Jag. Oh, crumbs. There we go. Oh, look at that barn. Unfortunately, it's a lot of night driving this. I'm not going to see dawn because hopefully I'll make it by well, 1 AM. And look, now the time of arrival is now saying 34 minutes, and it's already 1:25, so I'm going to be there in no time at all. I'm just going to leave my lights on full beam. I wouldn't do this in reality because I wouldn't want to blind the guy in front, but I'm just trying to illuminate the scene a little bit. Oh, this was reckless, 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 reckless. That was close. Going up quite a steep incline now. Hopefully I get a nice view for this. Now we're coming up to a fuel station. I'm pretty sure I'll make it, so I'm not going to bother with the fuel. I've changed down to 9th. Just making it up this hill as well, so it is obviously quite a steep incline. And again, part of a good simulator is when you feel the incline. It's not just the fact my engine's struggling, it's because I'm driving up a hill. It feels like I'm driving up a hill. I feel myself leaning forward. Very interesting. Okay, so I'm doing a right here, indicate, mirror signal manoeuvre. That was a bit reckless as well. Oh, I'm reckless. Playing the world's most dull game. Not dull, relaxing. Okay. So I'm going through a little tunnel here. Very nice. A tiny bit of lag in this, a little bit of judder in this, so the frame rate's dropped. I guess that's a slightly more complex scene. Another speeding fine. At this rate, I'm going to owe them money. Hey, I've discovered a truck dealer. Great. So I'm coming to my destination in sunny Aberdeen, not Edinburgh, Aberdeen. And because I don't want to smash into this car, I will slow down. Look at that. Oh, you're kidding me. Seriously? Seriously? If this were reality, sir, I'd be coming at you with a baseball bat. But it's not. Okay, so I'm in neutral, I've just realised. Okay, so I'm going to come around here. The question is, should I try and reverse park it, or shall I cheat and just drop it off here? You know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to reverse park. Here we go. Okay, so getting myself lined up vaguely. No idea, come on. Let's give it a go. Okay, okay. Oh, really, really. Oh, no, you know what? That's not bad. I'm coming at a funny angle. Yeah, I think I'll stop there. So where's my enter key? Good work, sir. Better than satisfactory. Yay, level 8. Super. Well, I'm going to call it a day. I hope you enjoyed that, YouTubers. That was Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it's inexplicably awesome. I'll just leave it at that. TLDW. Inexplicably awesome Euro Truck Simulator 2. If you enjoyed it, please click like, and if you're not a subscriber, then please subscribe. This is a VR only channel, and if VR excites you, then on it should. Oh yes, it's all coming this year. Oh yeah. Subscribe to this channel and you get all the latest news and views and whatnot. And there's a number of other very good VR people out there as well. I have to give a shout out to those guys. And if you'll notice, I have on my channel a recommended section with all of the people I think are great and really worth watching. And today I'm going to give a shout out to Fitz. He's also a fellow VR reviewer and very keen. He's got a very natural style as well. Like myself, just plays and enjoys it and shares the experience. So check out those channels as well and subscribe with them. And obviously subscribe to this one as well. And I will be uploading more or less on a daily basis, unless I get a cold or something, in which case I don't. So now all that remains is for me to click the stop recording button and smile to the camera.